Astrocass here. Thanks for joining me. If you're new to my channel, my name's Cassie and I love astrology, and most of my channel is going to be based around astrology, spirituality, counseling, psychology, fertility, pregnancy, fitness, health. If those things interest you, you've come to the right channel, and thanks for joining me. Don't forget to give this video a like if you do enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my content. It helps me grow my channel and know what you're enjoying. And I'd really love to grow my channel so that I can reach a larger audience and just start making some really cool videos for you guys. At the moment, I do have a full-time job as a youth worker doing counselling for people that are looking for work for our youth in Tasmania. So that's why I don't get to upload as many videos as I would like. But when you guys jump behind me and support me, like the videos, watch my videos, share it, all that kind of stuff, then hopefully I can get some more content out for you, because yeah, I can slowly progress more into doing videos and putting my time and effort into here. But yeah, this video is based around the upcoming new moon in Aquarius. So let's have a bit of a chat about that one. What is the sign of Aquarius? I like to talk about that first, and then we can talk about the new moon and aspects and all that stuff. So let's talk about it. So Aquarius, they get a bit of a bad rep sometimes. So usually if anyone's got strong Aquarius placements, like your sun, moon, rising, they're all just strong Aquarian energy, you kind of get I guess pigeonholed as like being aloof or a little bit quirky and eccentric, loners sometimes. And yeah, like especially when people have moon placements here, they usually get, I guess, explained as a bit more detached with their emotions, which, you know, I can kind of understand and see. And definitely for some people with strong Aquarius placements, these things can be, you know, strong and what people are kind of expressing. However, like, Aquarius is the humanitarian sign. They're inventive, they're extremely smart. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is a higher octave of Mercury. It's your higher mind. They're extremely smart. Yeah, and so being eccentric and quirky and independent isn't always a bad thing. Like, doing your own thing is a good thing sometimes, you know. And the fact that they're the rebels, they're the ones fighting for all those causes out there, they're humanitarians, they're the ones that care about humanity and what happens to the world, what happens to us as humans, and they really care about making the world a better place. Their style, their dress and style can be really cool and quirky, and I think that's really awesome. They don't usually want to fit in with the crowd. However, Aquarius does traditionally rule the 11th house of friendships, community and networking. So they are friendly, they're fun, and they are friendly, and they're free-spirited. Like, they just do what they want when they want. Again, it's pretty much that rebel spirit. So they'll just do what they want. They're also extremely inventive and, you know, a bit creative as well. Usually a lot of scientific inventions and even some parts of technology fall into that Aquarius energy. So that's just a few little things that I kind of wanted to point out about Aquarius and about that energy. So the symbol is the water bearer for Aquarius, and although the water bearer sounds like it'd be a water sign, it's actually an air sign. So Aquarius is fixed air, which means that they see everything very clearly without any interruptions or anything, you know, without anything swaying their judgments or their views on things. Like, they just see it perfectly clearly. The way I kind of see it in my head is that an Aquarius would see everything like, just picture a beautiful day where there's, you know, no like air rushing about, no wind, there's no water splashing about, there's no big mountains or anything like that in the way, there's no fire or sparks or anything like that. It's just fixed air. It's completely calm and visible, nothing blocking your view, nothing getting in the way. They just see things so clearly. They're not swayed by other people's thoughts and opinions. And although sometimes we can misinterpret how they see things as cold or aloof or weird, it's just sometimes we're not ready to see things as clearly as what they do. Like, it's all about being open-minded, and you know, it's one of those things that you really need to appreciate about that Aquarius energy, is just that they are fixed air, and air rules the mind. They are extremely smart, and so definitely all those Aquarian people around you, love them, praise them, listen to them, because you know there are some really good things with that energy and that zodiac sign. So I would also pay attention to like the ruler, which is Uranus, and you know what we're going to be doing when we're talking about this new moon is really focusing on, you know, aspects to the moon and sun, but also to Uranus and where that is, because that's going to be important, because it is the ruler of where this new moon's happening. So now I've given you a bit of an introduction about Aquarius. Let's jump into it, and keeping in mind that Uranus is sudden change and chaos. It can be good and it can be bad. Sometimes nothing happens with Aquarius and Uranus energy, and sometimes a lot of unexpected stuff happens, and it's one of those signs and planets that's really hard to kind of predict what's going to happen, because it's electrifying, it's sudden, it's chaotic and surprising. So you know, whereas like Venus and Mercury and Mars, like you can be like, Mars, like take action, or there's going to be a fight or an argument, and Venus is like love and money and romance, and Mercury is news or communication. We can kind of guess and predict what's happening with these planets and the signs that they rule, but with Aquarius, and especially with that Uranus energy, it's a complete surprise. So with that all being said, the sun and the moon are obviously meeting up in a conjunction in Aquarius at 12 degrees, so that's the new moon. And they are forming a square to Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So squares are tension, a bit of conflict, something that's a little bit difficult and challenging. And Uranus is in Taurus, so automatically I'm thinking things to do with money, stability, food, water, values are going to be, and sudden changes to those areas are going to be causing a bit of tension towards our emotions, which is the moon, and our ego and our vitality and health, which is the sun, and confidence is the sun as well. So and the moon and sun being in Aquarius is like where we're wanting to be rebellious, where we're wanting to do things for humanity and to do things for the better. So there's obviously some tension between that there. We've also got Saturn, which is at 16 degrees. So Saturn is all about responsibility, duties. It's really, it's in rulership in Aquarius as well, because it's the traditional ruler of Aquarius. So Saturn rules Capricorn, but it's also the traditional ruler of Aquarius. So Uranus is more of a modern ruler, Saturn's the traditional ruler. So Saturn being at 16 degrees is still in a conjunction with these, with this new moon as well. So that brings stability. It's asking us, you know, to set some foundations down for what we want our, you know, the next few hundred years to look like, what we want humanity to look like. It's asking us like what do we want for our community and for our fellow humans. It's also asking us to be responsible and dedicated, and it's asking us to put in the hard work in regards to those humanitarian topics. It can be quite difficult. This is like a really serious new moon. I mean, you've got that square to Uranus, and then you've got Saturn conjunct this new moon. So it is definitely a challenging one, but if you get it right and put your foundations in and put in the hard work and, you know, have a bit of a vision in mind how to invent the world and make it better and be like, what can we do as humans to kind of improve things, then this new moon should be quite good. and it's one of those ones that'll last for quite a long period of time as well. But in saying that, usually in new moons, you'll see the events that are occurring for you around the next 3 to 6 months. So you'll see it globally, but also if you look at your own natal chart, you'll see how this is playing out as well, because it will impact your natal chart in a different way, depending on what houses Aquarius rules and Taurus and all that kind of stuff. If you'd like a reading, definitely I'll link my information below. Just reach out and book a reading and we can have a chat about it if you'd like to look into that a bit further. The final thing I will say with this new moon is that there's a lot in earth signs. So we've got Mercury, Venus, Mars, Pluto, Uranus and the North Node all in earth signs. We've got the Sun, Moon and Saturn in air signs, and then we have the South Node, Jupiter and Neptune in water signs. So it's the last thing I wanted to mention, that there's a lot of earth, but definitely the air element is important with this as well. So earth and air. So hopefully that was a little bit helpful. New moons are really great for manifesting. This one is a bit of a harder one, so definitely make sure you put a bit of thought and time into it if you are going to manifest with this new moon. And I'd also recommend waiting until maybe the moon moves into Pisces, where it's gaining a bit more light, and then manifest with that. Thanks for joining me, guys. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. Bye.